1347. That ship that just sank was the vessel carrying the Black Plague. It was arriving from Asia, but now it'll never reach Europe. Guess we dodged a bullet there, huh?
I heard that the ship was coming from Asia, where everyone was sick.
I heard that all the sailors on board were sick.
I heard that they all had big black boils.
I wonder what's happening in Asia right now. I heard that more than 300 tribes all perished over there. At least that's what I heard from some Egyptian guy, Al-Masriki.
Some Italian guy, Gabriel, told me that their dead bodies were catapulted by Mongol leaders to kill their enemies from the stench.
That's pretty nasty, but I guess we aren't any better standing here in our own crap.
Civilization, both in the East and the West, was visited by a destructive plague, which devastated nations and caused populations to vanish. It swallowed up many of the good things of civilization and wiped them out. Civilization decreased, and with the decrease of mankind, cities and buildings were laid waste and roads and way signs were obliterated. Settlements and mansions became empties, dynasties and tribes grew weak, the entire inhabited world changed.
You stink.
Do I?
Yeah, head to the church to pray it away.
You see, the Black Plague was responsible for the rise of the perfume industry because people used sweet-smelling aromas to try to cover the smell of death. They also believed that these powerful aromas would prevent them from contracting the plague through the air. Without the plague, perfume never gained the popularity that it would have had the plague actually happened, because people had no strong need or desire to use these scents to cover anything else.
Are you getting sick?
Am I?
Yeah, you are. Head to the church's hospital and they'll pray it away.
The plague was also responsible for the development of hospitals. Before the plague, hospitals were simply a place where people went to die and to be prayed for and looked after by people of the church. There were no consistent methods of healing other than being prayed for. During and after the plague, hospitals gained more independence from the church and moved towards trying to heal people with different remedies and medicines. This was instrumental for what we know as modern medicine today. Since the plague never spread to Europe, though, the hospitals were not influenced to improve their methods and remained as branches of the church where people went to be prayed upon. Meanwhile, in Asia, where the plague was in full outbreak, they gained headway on Europe through their advances caused by the plague, including developed hospitals.
The year is now 2018 and things have changed now that the ship carrying the Black Plague never reached Europe. Asia is ahead of everyone and basically rules the world. This just in! Asia is great! They just recently gave Europe their information and blueprints for automobiles. Europe now has access to cars and quick transportation. Asia had also previously invented something called an ambulance service, which allows for quick pickup and deliveries to hospitals while providing medical service inside this automobile. This will surely benefit Europe's medical industry.
You see, originally, Germany was responsible for automobiles, but due to their setback in technological advances, Asia was able to swoop in and surpass Europe, taking responsibility for cars. With the plague, France was originally responsible for ambulance services, but due to Europe not having developed their medical industry without the plague, they had no influences to create them.
We received information from one of our sources, Carrie Holder, who is carrying some blueprints from Asia and holding them now. Over to you, Carrie.
Working with Asia has been such an honor. Thank you everyone for giving me this chance. I'm learning so much about how automobiles work. When I bring this information back with me from Asia, there will also be some blueprints included about thermometers and heart rate monitors that will help Europe even more with medical technology. Thanks, Asia.
Originally, thermometers and heart rate monitors were invented in Italy and Finland, but due to these European countries not developing in medical technology, they never invented them after the plague didn't happen. Asia, who had a need for advanced medical technology, did invent them and was able to take credit for it.
We are receiving some new information. Asia has just decided to send Europe some new inventions of theirs to help with safety. Something called a bulletproof vest.
Sorry, Mark.
And a fire exit gusher. I'm sorry, my bad. A fire extinguisher. Guess I really jumped the gun on that one.
Nice one, dingus.
Bet you can guess what I'm going to say by now. Yes, European countries, Poland and the United Kingdom originally invented the vest and extinguisher, but because they are now so far behind in technological advances, Asia slithered its way into home base.
Reach for the sky or don't even try. Asia is killing it now. They have given Europe 2 more of their inventions. Glasses, which help those with weak eyes, and refrigerators. Excuse me, I guess it's refrigerators. They will keep our food cold so it doesn't go bad. Asia is cool. Get it?
Italy and the UK had originally invented those too. Asia really has surpassed Europe in a lot of areas now, including standard of living. Come on, Europe, get it together.
Asia has surfed its way into our hearts with their new invention shared with us, the internet. It's the newest World Wide Web, and not the spider kind. You can post stuff on this internet and use social media sites like the very popular one called MySpace. And you can also send electronic mail to comrades. Asia has also brightened our day by sending us their technology for light bulbs.
Switzerland just lost one of their greatest accomplishments. Asia actually came up with the internet instead of them now. This setback in advances is really putting a damper on Europe's cumulative intelligence. But I guess Asia has always been brighter anyway, thanks to stealing the idea of the light bulb before the UK was able to invent it.
Asia has really done it now. This is their most explosive idea yet. They gave us freaking dynamite. It's the bomb, you guys. It's fantastic. This will really blow up Europe's military technology.
Sweden had invented dynamite before, but Asia is just nabbing all of Europe's accomplishments.
Asia is even better than before. They've recently found a cure for cancer. Yes, a cure for cancer. All cancer. And the researchers have been kind enough to share that information with us Europeans. Aren't they amazing?
So true! There have been a few European cases of cured cancer in Asia. We have a first-hand account of the process from a lucky woman named Faith Lucky, who never lost faith.
Oh my god, this has been such an amazing experience. I had one of the worst types of cancer, stage 4 lung cancer. It completely ruined my life, and I was sure I was going to waste away and die alone. But now I'm cured. All the people working with me to cure my cancer were so nice and friendly and supportive. There were times during the process that I was sure it wouldn't work, but my doctors and nurses encouraged me to stick with the treatment for a little while longer and I'd be cured.
Sophie, how does it work?
Well, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to everything they told me, to be honest. I was just so excited to be cured that I didn't really care how it happened. I do know that they had me set up to some huge machine with all sorts of tubes. I had a tube stuck in my arm and up my nose and various other places. And it took only a week of treatment and then I was cancer-free. Oh, but it did cost a fortune. It's lucky for me that my family has that kind of money.
Okay, thanks for that great information.
Thanks for having me.
We will continue to pray that Asia continues to support us and won't cease in providing new advancements for Europe throughout our journey of discovery.
Thanks for watching!
There is still a large religious influence of the Catholic Church because the plague had made people question the validity of God's influence on the world. Many had questioned why God had brought the plague and if he even cared about the people if he was responsible. Without the plague, the church would have a larger influence than it does today.
The end!